morning, class 4th, chapter number 2, adaptation in plant. Student, we have discussed in previous lecture aquatic plants, and we have discussed also the types of the aquatic plants: floating plants, fixed plant, and underwater plants. Student, we will discuss today the last aquatic plant is emergent plant. Student, what are the emergent plant? Emergent plants are water plant that have their roots in the water bed, but their leaves and stem extend move the water surface. They are found in the water bed, but if we talk about their leaves and stem, they are extended above the water surface. And but the roots, if we talk about the parts of a plant, of a emergent plant, if we talk about roots of the emergent plants are found in the water bed, but leaves and stem extend above the water surface. So there are the some example of the emergent plants: bulrush, cattails, and arrowhead are the emergent plants. Student, now we will discuss the unusual plants. So if we talk about first, no unusual plants, no green plant. First we will discuss the non-green plants. Student, what is the name non-green? It means they do not have chlorophyll. These non-green plants, so they do not have chlorophyll. What is the function of the chlorophyll? Yes, student, they trap the sunlight, and the green color of the plant, the green color of the leaves is due to the chlorophyll. So the plants of non-green plants, they do not have chlorophyll, so cannot make their own food, are called non-green plants. So there are the some example of the non-green plants: coral root and Indian pipe are the some example of the non-green plant. The name represent non-green plant. They do not have chlorophyll, so they cannot make their own food, are called non-green plant. Coral root and Indian pipe are the some example of the unusual plant. So there are the picture also you can see. This is the Indian pipe. This is a non-green plant. They do not have chlorophyll. Okay, student. Now next is a saprophyte. Student, the plants that cannot make their own food and absorb the nutrients from the dead animals or plants. They cannot make their own food. They depend on the other organism, other dead or decaying matter, and they absorb their nutrients from the dead plants and animals. So these are called saprophytic plant. For example, mushroom and fungi are the saprophytic plant. What are the saprophytic plants? Plants that cannot make their own food, absorb the nutrients from dead plants or animals, these are called saprophytic plants. Mushroom and fungi live on other dead plants. Now student, let's try. Take a slice of bread or chapati and sprinkle water in it. Leave it in a box for few days. So what do you notice? Let's try this activity. So you will observe after 4 days there is a thread like structure or also there present. There will be the fungi. So this is a saprophytic plant. It also you can see. Okay students, try this. Take a slice of bread or chapati and sprinkle water in it. Leave it in a box. So you can see there is a thread like structure, and you tell me what is this, otherwise I will tell you. Okay, this is the fungi. Now student, we will discuss the parasitic plant. What are the parasitic plant? Some plants cannot make their own food. They depend on the other plants. These plants grow and feed on the other plants for nutrition. Thus, they are called parasitic plant. Mistletoe and dodder also are the example of the parasitic plants. So, some plants cannot make their own food, and these plants grow and feed on the other plants for nutrition, are thus called parasitic plants. Dodder and mistletoe are the example of the parasitic plants. Now student, next is a carnivorous plant. Plants that trap and digested insect. Carnivorous. What is a carnivorous? We have discussed also in previous classes also carnivorous animals. That animals that depend on the other small animals for their food. So in the same way, there are also carnivorous plants. These plants that trap and digest insect and even small animals also to survive in areas with the little nutrients are called carnivorous plants. Okay, what are the carnivorous plant? Plants that trap and digest insect and even small animals to survive in areas with little nutrients are called carnivorous plant. For example, Venus flytrap, pitcher plant, sundew plants. These are the carnivorous plants, and these carnivorous plant trap insect with their special leaves. They have the special leaves. This carnivorous plant, they have the special leaves, and the leaves digest them in order to get the extra nutrients for their growth. They have the special. They form the pitcher shape, and when the insect come, they trap the insect and digest for their little nutrients. You can see the in Venus flytrap, also in pitcher plant also. You can see the structure also. You can see. This is a Venus flytrap. Okay. So I hope you understand, student. Today we have discussed these emergent plant, and we have discussed also some unusual plants, known green plants, saprophytic plants, and parasitic, epiphytes, and carnivorous plants. So there are the some keywords also. So you should read also. These are the summary of this chapter: habitat, adaptation, terrestrial plant, deciduous, evergreen, aquatic plants, emergent, saprophytic, parasitic, and epiphyte, carnivorous plants, and breathing roots. So you should be learn these exercise, and this is a homework for you. Okay students, take care. Bye.